Good morning everyone. My name is Luigi B. Padilla, and for today's video is I'm going to discuss about illustrating an experiment, outcome, sample space, and event. So here are the objectives of the lesson. So at the end of the lesson, a student should be able to first is define experiment, outcome, sample space, and event. Second, illustrate an experiment, outcome, sample space, and event. And then realize the importance of an experiment, outcome, sample space, and event. Let's start. So, let's define first what is experiment. So, when we say experiment, is a process of investigation from which results are observed or recorded. So, to make it clear, here are some activities illustrating experiment. So, first is tossing a coin. Second is picking a card from a standard deck of cards. And then lastly is rolling a die. So die is a singular form while dice is a plural. So these are some activities that best illustrate experiment. Okay, so this is the second term that we need to learn. Outcome. Outcome is the possible result of an experiment. So outcome is the result of an experiment. So to make it clear, I have here some example. So in tossing coins, what are the possible result of tossing two coins? Okay, the possible result of tossing two coins could be head head, head tail, tail head, and then tail tail. So these are the possible result when we are tossing a two coins, and the possible result is called outcome. So this is called outcome. Another example. So when we are rolling a die, there are six possible outcome, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So why we don't have 7? It is because the surface of a die are 6 only. Therefore, these numbers are what we call the outcome or the possible result. And then the next one is the sample space. So when we say sample space, is the set of all possible outcomes for a probability experiment or activity. It is usually denoted by the letter S. Like for example, when you are tossing two coins, so all possible result of tossing two coins are head head, head tail, tail head, and then tail tail. So these are the set of sample space. Okay, another example. So when you are rolling a die, all possible result of rolling a die are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these numbers are denoted by S or the sample space. How about event? So when we say event, is the subset of all possible outcomes or sample space of an experiment. So how can we illustrate an event in tossing two coins? So all possible outcomes of tossing two coins are head head, head tail, tail head, and tail tail. So when we get only one result, and let's say it's head head, or we get only three results, and let's say it is head head, head tail, and tail head. Or when we get another three result or outcome, and it's head head, tail tail, head tail. So we call all of these sets as event. because it's a subset of all possible result or sample space. So let's try to apply our knowledge that we learned from the four different terms of probability. Okay, list the sample space for the following experiment. Number 1. Getting an even number is single rule of die. So, if you roll a single die, what is the sample space of getting even number? So, the sample space of rolling a die is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, what are the even number of the sample space? So, we have 2, 4, 6, right? Therefore, 2, 4, 6 is the sample space of getting an even number in a single die. Okay, another one. Number 2. Picking odd number balls from a box with 15 balls numbered 1 to 15. So in number 2, we are required to pick the odd number balls. And since there are only 1 to 15 balls inside the box, therefore the sample space are, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to 15. Remember the questions. Remember the question. We are only getting the odd number balls. Therefore, we get 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. So, this is the sample space of getting an odd number balls in a box. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you learned something and thank you for watching.